Hey, are you wondering what causative verbs are and how they are used in English? You need not worry, as this video will clarify the concept of causative verbs with rules and examples. Hi, I'm Sanjeev and I would like to welcome you all to my channel. Is it possible to do all the works by ourselves? The obvious answer is no. For instance, we visit a barber when our hair gets longer and we make him trim our hair. Similarly, in the case of toothache, we visit a dentist and make him check our teeth. Likewise, if our vehicle gets punctured, we make a mechanic repair it. In these three sentences, I got the barber to trim my hair, I made him cry, I have my teeth checked up. The speaker is not doing the work himself. Rather, he makes others do so. There are three main causative verbs: make, get, and have. We use causative verbs when we do not do an action ourselves, but we cause others to do it. The verb causative means someone causes someone to do something. Now let's see the causative verb one by one. The causative verb make. Let's see these sentences together. My father brought a glass of water. That means he brought a glass of water himself. He did the work himself. But in the second sentence, my father made me bring a glass of water. He did not do the work. He did not bring the glass of water himself. He forced me to do so. The causative verb make means that a person forces another person to do something. What about the structure? In active sentence of make, we use subject plus make plus agent plus verb 1. So in the active structure, we after make go for verb 1. For instance, he makes me write a letter. But if it is passive and if made is given, it is something tricky and one needs to be very careful because made can be used in passive form. Just check whether there is be verb or not. By be verb, we mean is, am, are, was, were, been, even be. So if there is be verb in front of made, that's passive. In such case, go for 2 plus be1. For instance, I am made to write a letter. The causative verb make can appear in other forms like make, makes, made, making, will make, etc. But no matter what the form of the verb is, we always use this given structure. The causative verb get. Let's see these sentences together. My father called a taxi. That means he called a taxi himself. He did the work himself. But in the second sentence, my father got me to call a taxi. He did not call the taxi himself. He persuaded me to call the taxi. The verb, the causative verb get means that a person persuades or convinces another person to do something. Let's see the structure. When we are using get in active sentence, that means after get, if there is agent, then we are going with 2 plus verb 1. It's very simple to remember. If there is agent, then that's active. And get, agent, and you can remember like since get is ending in T, agent is also ending in T, you can simply remember like 2 plus B1, that's for your convenience. That's a tree. So get plus agent plus to infinitive, whereas in passive, if agent is not given, if only object is given, then we always use verb third. Get plus object plus verb third in the case of agent missing. For instance, I get a cobbler to mend my shoes, whereas in passive, I get my shoes mended, obviously by the cobbler, and agent is missing, that's why it is the passive form. We say get somebody to do something, but we say get something done. And the causative verb get can appear in other forms like get, gets, got, getting, will get. But no matter what the form of the verb is, again, we always use this very given structure. Now the third causative verb, have. Let's see these two sentences again. My father serviced his car. That means he serviced his car himself. Second sentence, my father had a mechanic service his car. That means he did not service the car himself. He gave the responsibility to a mechanic to service his car. The causative verb have suggests that someone gives responsibility to someone to do something. What about the structure? After in active form, after have, if agent is given, then we are just using the base form, that is verb 1. In passive, if agent is not given, if only object is given, then after have we are using verb 3rd. Let's see in the example. For instance, I have a painter paint my house. Painter is the person. He is coming and it is he who is painting my house. Whereas in the second sentence, which is the passive one, I have my house painted. Agent is missing. Obviously, by painters, it is something missing. So since we have object only but not the agent in passive, we are going with the verb 3rd. Apart from these three main causative verbs, we also have a late as the causative verb. Let's compare these two sentences. He watched television. That means he did the work himself. He took the remote, turned on the TV and watched himself. Whereas in the second sentence, I let him watch TV. Here, he watched television because I allowed him to do so. The causative verb let implies that someone allows someone to do something, and let is equal to allow. So let is used for permission. For instance, let's see the structure. Subject, let, and if agent is given, we are always using verb 1. So let him play the games in our mobile and I let him read my book. Here, one thing I would like to remind, that is after make, after get, after make, after have, and after let, with these three causative verbs. Once again, let me remind, make, have, and let, we are using verb 1. And in passive sentence with have and let, for example, I have my hair trimmed, verb 3rd. I got my hair trimmed, again verb 3rd. This brings us to the end of today's video. If you are new to my channel and have not subscribed it yet, please subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon to get notifications for the latest update. Thanks for watching.